Oh, that might be a decent one, Lee. Oh! Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today is May 14th, 2023. Me and the family got out. Me, my wife, and my oldest son got out yesterday and went fishing, and we went fishing in pit number 23. And my wife didn't fish, but me and my son fished. We ended up catching 8 altogether. We got tied, and then we had one that was almost 3 pounds. So it was a really good day, especially in pit number 23. It's hard to find that quality, and the fish were really biting good, and that was right in the middle of the day. We was only out there for about an hour and a half was all we had to fish before we had to head out to a graduation party, so it was good to get out there. And I'm going to get this footage out to you guys, how we caught them in pit 23. Before I get started in the video, if you guys would, if you're not a subscriber yet, you're new to watching my videos in the channel, please become a subscriber. That would be great. It's a great way to support the channel, helps support me, helps grow my ultimate goal of 1,000 subscribers. And also like the video if you would. And if you got any comments, comment in there. So we started off, and my son, I gave him the Ned rig, the 2K Jigs finesse Ned rig. Right there with the 2-inch big hammer in trout color. Ended up catching 2 right off the bat on it. You'll see all this after I get done talking here, all the video footage. Ended up catching 2 on it. And then I started throwing the Zoom Old Monster in blue fleck, guys. I'm going to give that secret away in pit number 23. Blue fleck, Zoom Old Monster. They absolutely love it. Blue fleck in there. Hopefully we don't fish a pit tournament that everybody's watching my videos here. But blue fleck is the color in pit number 23. Zoom Old Monster, 10-inch, just any big worm in blue fleck, or a 7-inch worm in blue fleck. I'm looking forward to Big Hammer's new color coming out in the ringer worm. They're going to have a blue fleck plum color coming out. So looking forward to getting that for when I get into pits where they like that blue fleck. I can get a blue fleck ringer worm as well mixed in there with it. So he ended up catching the 2 on that, and then I hooked the big one. I missed 1, and then hooked the big one on the old monster, the biggest one of the day. And then I ended up catching 4 on the old monster. He ended up catching 2 on the Big Hammer ringer worm with the finesse Ned head. That would be a 1/5 ounce finesse Ned head from 2K Jigs. And then also a Texas rig 7-inch blue fleck power worm. He also caught 2 more on, and I caught all 4 of mine on the Texas rig. And another big thing in the pits, guys, when you're throwing that Texas rig in the summertime, is use a lighter weight on that, and it helps it fall slower, and you'll get your bites on the fall. Lift it all the way up, and then just let it fall on slack line back, and that's usually when you get your bite on that slack line falling back down in the pits. That's another big secret in the pits, is that lighter weight. They like that lighter fall. It's more finesse for those bass. Now that leads me into another subject there of in the pits. Let's say you're out and you don't have fish finders, just like we went out yesterday with no fish finders. You can't tell the water temperature. So what it tells me is our last tournament out there, and that's another thing to pay attention to, is pay attention to nature. So you don't need the fish finders. You don't need to know what the water temperature is, especially this time of year when you guys pay attention to nature around you. The cotton is falling right now. The cotton trees are basically, I think they call it blooming. And you'll see the cotton falling. You'll see the cotton all over the water. What that means to me is it is big worm time, or it is ribbon tail worm time. This is when they start eating up. They're basically, a lot of them spawned out when that cotton starts to bloom. Those bass are really starting to feed up after the spawn, and they're starting to, fatten up because they just spawned out. So now, they're hungry. They haven't ate during the spawn, so now they're hungry. They're going to start feeding up. That's a time to throw a big worm. Ribbon tail worms, even a 7-inch, but if you want the bigger bites, the 10-inch and even the 12-inch ribbon tail worms are great this time of year when that cotton starts falling. So be sure to pay attention to that. I seen it just here 2 weeks ago in the pit tournament, and I told myself, oh man, it's going to be ready. Them cotton trees are going to really be blooming. So I went out to try this again. I went to this pit because last time I was in there, the blue fleck power worm was the deal, or the blue fleck old monster was the deal. So I went back in there just to see if that was the same pattern to go along with it, and it is. It worked again. This is 2 years later, same exact time, cottonwood's blooming, and they just absolutely love that. And that little 2-inch big hammer, if you want to pick off little fish behind somebody, or once you go through and you can't get the bigger fish to bite, throw a smaller bait like that little 2-inch big hammer on that Ned rig. That was on a 2K Jigs finesse Ned rig. That works great. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Here's some video action. We got quite a bit of action wrapped up in there. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Brand new seats. She gonna break them. Oh, there's one. Oh, I missed him. You got him?
Yep.
Oh, swan. Look at that giant. Mama gonna get a picture? Hey, don't reel him up all the way to your rod tip though, remember?
Here, I'll let it out. I'll let it out.
Well, don't let it out. Okay.
Yes.
1-0. Hold out there for your mama.
Do we need the bait on it?
Yeah, put the bait in his mouth.
Is that from?
Yeah. Good thing. Oh, what the heck?
Oh, I didn't even know I had one.
Whoa.
I thought it was
2-0. Man. Kicking my butt.
Get down here and hold it. Or up there in that water.
I know it's nasty. Oh! That might be a decent one, Lee. Oh! Oh, yeah! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Get in here!
Well, we can't get the net.
Come on, baby. We don't need a net.
Your dad.
Dad's gonna boat flip this baby right on your mama. There we go.
Anything else is in it?
Yeah!
Half the video.
Don't video. Don't video. Cotton everywhere. Oh.
It's tiny. Okay, now give me that one.
Aw, swan. Well, don't reel it all the way up to your pole. 3-3. Now we're tied.
You gonna help me here?
I'm going after a big fish, Lee.
Okay.
Not your little tiny fish. That's why you're here to catch it. Oh,
2 of them.
son of a. That's like 3.
Why wouldn't they?
No.
I get that cut off.
I'm here for somebody else.
Are you Lee's mom? Whacking Lee.
Dun, 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 dun.
Daddy, give me that bait. This ring around this one.
4-4.